Hey guys, Brian here. Tonight we're going to be concluding the Glass House series, episodes 8, 9, and 10, and the live feed. So, start right off the bat. As we know, at the end of episode 7, Andrea and Joy went down the limbo tubes. Well, after the episode, they're sitting around talking. I think everyone in the house honestly wanted Andrea coming back, except Gene. Gene was upset because Joy and him had this fake showmance, I'd say. Yeah, it was just. It's like that. Erica and Jeffrey got into a really bad argument. Jeffrey told Erica to shut the bleep up. They got into a really bad argument. And like they sort of, you could tell throughout this episode they were drifting apart. Sort of like close friends that are slowly drifting apart. So initially, time comes around for, see who comes back from limbo. Joy and Andrea. Andrea defeats Joy. Andrea comes back into the house. The majority of the house is happy about that. They're glad Joy's gone. But wait, Joy isn't gone for long. Joy gets one more shot to come back, and guess who else gets to come back? Like one of my favorite people on the show that left, Boston Mike. Boston Mike gets a chance, and Joy gets a chance to come back. America voted which player they want to come back, but there's a twist. The only way they can come back is if one of the 6 players that are in the house volunteers to quit. So no, they don't just, I'll quit, I'll leave for them. No, they're offered bribes. It starts out with $7,000, then it goes up to $18,000, then to $19,000, then $21,000, then it drops right down to $14,000, then it goes up to $25,000, eventually it gets up to $37,600. Gene is like at the $7,000. Anything less than 10 figures, then 6 figures, you're wasting your time, which I think is really cocky because to me, I mean, I know it's not a lot of money in general. Oh, but Eric even says on the show, $7,500 is a lot of money to a lot of people. It could help a lot of people. The fact that Gene says, well, it's not a lot of money. Gene vote shopping. So he's hanging out with Joy. He's laying down. She's sitting down in the limbo box. He's laying down next to her. They're talking, and he said if it was a solemn guarantee that she could leave, that she could come back into the house, and he'd be out of there. And that's a flat out lie. It's vote shopping. Well, initially they're begging. And at first I thought it was Jeffrey, because Jeffrey was rubbing his hand on the stone to drop it in, and he was really tempted. $36,000 could change his life. Erica, for a little bit there, was doing it. Stephanie, too, but, well, at the end of the day, ended up being Stephanie. Stephanie ended up quitting the game. She ended up putting her thing in, getting the $37,600 or so. Then we get to see who gets to come back. Well, Joy goes down the limbo tube, and Boston Mike's back in the house. Stephanie's told to leave. Stephanie leaves. Bye. You have your final 6. Mike's back, Andrea, Kevin, Jeffrey, Gene, and Erica, your final 6 players. And then it's time for the team captain reveals. This is kind of disappointing because I like Jeffrey, but Jeffrey was in the team bottom 2, and Gene was the very bottom. Jeffrey got more votes. Jeffrey actually said, I won since he got more votes. He got the first pick. Gene's in the bottom for lying and stuff and all that. But yeah, so Jeffrey got the pick first. Jeffrey chose Kevin and Andrea on his team, and then Gene chose Erica and Mike. And initially, Jeffrey's team, Jeffrey sort of didn't try his best. He sort of. So let me explain the game first. You're puppeteering. You got to pick these things up and drop them in a little tube. You got 2 tubes. There's the winning tube for your team tube, and then there's a prize tube, the temptation tube, where you can win 5. If you get each dish you get in, there's $500. Jeffrey put a couple of little things in, but luckily Kevin and Andrea tried the 100%. On Gene's team, though, Gene's team lost the challenge. I'll say it right now, because Mike threw the challenge. He took a little over $5,000 for himself, which I guess thought everyone was, but he threw the challenge, so Gene's automatically going to limbo. And Kevin is in distress. Kevin knows that he has to vote for Mike, and if he doesn't vote for Mike to go down the limbo tubes, the fans are going to be hypocritical of him, because he said all season, no matter which side it is of the house, you should never throw a challenge. You should always give 100%, except for, it doesn't make sense because he was trying to get Holly to throw her challenge just a couple weeks earlier. But yeah, he initially knew he had to vote for Mike. But he knew that if Mike went down the limbo tubes, Mike would most likely come back, but there was still a chance that Gene could come back. More of a chance Gene could come back if Erica instead, because Mike had already been eliminated from the house once. Yes, he got voted back in, but he was against Joy, so pretty easy to get in. But he was already eliminated once. He was already in the bottom 2 twice and eliminated when he went to limbo, so it's sort of like that flip-flop, like who would have came back. Judging by the next episode, spoiler now, the next episode, Mike's in the bottom 2. Gene very well could have came back in the next episode, because the only reason why Mike wasn't in the bottom 2 of the episode that he was in for when he came back was because he just came back. Because I don't think it would have been Mike, but I think honestly, if at the bottom 2, had Andrea not been in limbo, it would have been Andrea and Gene in the bottom 2. I don't think Jeffrey would have been there. But back to the point, Mike for the challenge. So they're in a debate. So Erica and Kevin end up voting for Mike. Andrea, she wants Erica out of there. Mike's voting for Erica because he obviously didn't want to vote himself in. And then Jeffrey's put in the position, does he vote for Mike? But Jeffrey wants Gene out too, so Jeffrey decides to vote for Erica. It catches Erica off guard. She's crying. She thought Kevin did it first, but then Jeffrey told her, no, I did it. It was me. So initially, Erica and Gene go down the limbo tubes. Flash forward to episode 9. They both pop up, Erica and Gene. It's limbo time. You know, Jeffrey talks about a little bit about the episode, why he thinks there's going to be a storm. And then Kevin says she's going to be ripe to get Jeffrey out of here. So initially, then it's time for the limbo. See who comes up from limbo. No surprise here, Erica came back. Yeah, there was no shock. Erica and Jeffrey have a little bit of bickering arguments, a couple of them. They're kind of bitter. But then it's revealed since there's only 5 players left, they're only going to reveal 1 bottom team captain player. They're not going to reveal 2 because it's going to be a single challenge. The last 2 challenges are single player challenges. You're on your own. It's Mike. It's unfortunate. I wish it could have been Andrea or even Erica, but it's Mike. So the rest of the house has to decide who goes against Mike, and they also get to decide who gets a luxury cruise trip up to the beach. So initially the house votes. Erica gets the cruise trips to Panama City, Florida. Panama City Beach, Florida. Erica wins that. The house chooses her. Kevin votes for Erica to be in the challenge. Erica votes for Andrea to be in the challenge. Andrea votes for Jeffrey to be in the challenge. And because Jeffrey's such a smart player, he knows the house is going to vote him into limbo anyways. So he votes himself to fight against Mike because he would rather lose to Mike in the challenge and go to limbo and not give the house the pleasure of voting him into limbo. So he's smart about that. And the house even says that. Kevin even says that at one point that Jeffrey's really smart about that. So initially Jeffrey and Mike have the challenge. Erica wants Jeffrey to win, and because she knows that she's going to limbo either way regardless, whether Jeffrey wins or Mike wins, because they have the votes to do it. And so initially, Mike and Jeffrey go in the match together. They have to climb up a building, and there's different rooms of all the former players, and they have to read each room and go down and type stuff in of what was in each room, like how many shoes are in this room. Actually, have to balance the equation. It's climbing up a ladder and then zip lining down. Mike was crushing Jeffrey the whole time. Crushing him. In the memory part, not really, but he was crushing him. You looked like he was going to win, because Mike's not a young athletic dude, but he's more in shape than Jeffrey is. He moves faster and all that. And I honestly thought Mike was going to win. I wanted Jeffrey to win, but I thought Mike was going to win. Well, Jeffrey pulled out the #1 underdog thing. He pulled out a Muhammad Ali here for all of us fat people. Oh, and he won the challenge, shockingly. Very close, but he was able to pull it out and get himself another week in the glass house. So Mike's automatically going to limbo after that, and they're pissed about it. So Erica's automatically going too. So the house has a vote. Kevin and Andrea vote for Erica, obviously. Erica votes for Kevin. And then Jeffrey, you thought he was going to vote with, but I guess he wants to be the rebel, so he voted with Erica. It ended up being a tie. Mike's going to limbo, so he breaks the tie. He chooses Erica. Mike and Erica walk into the limbo tubes. They're getting ready to go. Ori reveals that America was given the option for in-house limbo since it's the last week, and they said in-house limbo. So they get to stay in-house, they don't got to go to limbo. This is the most interesting limbo thing, the final one for episode 10. So we're on to episode 10 now. I honestly thought for a little bit there that Erica was going to go, because she kept getting drunk, she kept embarrassing herself with the Kevin thing, just kept being really rude and stuff. I thought Mike had a good chance at defeating her in limbo, probably very narrowly, but I did. I thought he had a good chance of taking Erica down. I truthfully did believe that Mike was going to battle against her. Well, it didn't end up happening. Unfortunately, Boston Mike, he went home. Kevin and Andrew were so upset, and even Jeffrey was upset too. They wanted Mike to stay in. Then it's on to the final challenge of the summer. There was a little bit of drama with Erica and Kevin. Yeah. They did a roast too, where they roasted each other. But the final challenge, my boy Jeffrey, he almost came close to winning it, but he had a puzzle piece that was wrong. You had to swing across the thing and put a puzzle together. He won it narrowly, but unfortunately Andrea won it, because otherwise Andrea would have went home. So initially, Kevin, Erica, and Jeffrey are the three that lost the challenge, so they got to worry one of them is going home. Andrea is guaranteed a spot in the final three. So initially, the time comes around for it, of who's going to go to the final three, and Ori reveals Erica's safe. Ori tells Kevin and Jeffrey to walk into limbo. Unfortunately, the person I wanted to win this game, besides Alex, ended up losing, and he went down the limbo tube before Jeffrey. So then the final three, it's official. Andrea, Erica, and Kevin are the final three. I think had Andrea had lost that challenge, and I think it had been Andrea going home, but she won the challenge, so she was safe. We never got to see that, unfortunately, but I do believe it would have been her going home. So those are the final three. So initially, they had some more drama. Ori reveals she's turning on the live feeds for 5 weeks without them knowing, and just another argument. Finale night comes. They do get to do little speeches and stuff, and Andrea comes in third. No shock there. Erica comes in second, and who else does that leave? That leaves Kevin. Kevin wins the Glass House TV show. He wins the $250,000 prize, the $250,000 prize. He wins it. I honestly, for a second there, I thought Erica was going to win because she was told she's safe by America. But yeah, Kevin pulled out, he eked out a win, and yeah, Kevin won. They should have had him in limbo every week trying to get him out. But yeah, Kevin won the show, and that was the Glass House TV series over these past 4 videos we've done. I just want to talk about the live feeds. We didn't talk about live feeds all throughout the season. Mondays and Wednesdays you could log on and watch it, the eliminations. You could also interact with your players. And then they had other live feeds that were like Big Brother. You just seen what the players were doing. Just want to talk about the live feeds. They were kind of interesting, kind of boring at the same time. The clips I've seen on YouTube. Can't actually find the whole streams anywhere. But that was the Glass House. So, since this is the end, we've covered all 10 episodes in live feed. I will give you my rankings of the cast and everything, and then the ranking of the show in general. I give the cast a solid 8.5 out of 10. No, yeah, actually, I'll give the cast a 10 out of 10. I think the cast was very entertaining. I think you had the perfect amount of boring people, drama-causing people, liar. Like you had the fat dude, who also happened to be gay, so he's the fat and the gay dude. You had the snake, Gene. You had the bunch of boring players, which the boring players, majority of them, except Andrea, were weeded out early on. You had the crazy Aunt Robin, all the other players. So the cast is a 10 out of 10. I think the competitions were 10 out of 10. Competitions were very entertaining. I give it a 10 out of 10 that they let America decide. The only some things I don't like about the show that I'm gonna give a 7 out of 10 is the limbo thing. I don't like it how they made people leave the house. I wish it would have been like Big Brother where they stay in the house and there's still sort of like that mystery, like, ooh, which one of me is leaving? That's kind of what I would have liked. And I also would not have liked the house to vote on who goes in with the team captain in limbo. I wish America would have decided from the losing team who goes in. It would have just given America a little bit more control. And I also wish America would have decided... Well, I mean, I guess they initially did decide the final 3, but... Yeah, and I think America should also decide the competitions. But initially, I give the show, in general, everything put together, a solid 9 3/4 out of 10. It was a phenomenal show. I wish it was still in the air. I honestly like it better than Big Brother. Probably going to get dogged for that, Ed. People will watch this, but yeah. I give the show a 9 3/4 out of 10. That was the Glass House. Thank you guys for watching this video and the other Glass House videos. I'm actually, upon request from somebody, I'm going to be one of my friends asked me to do Big Brother, so I'm going to do that on the channel. I'm not, since Big Brother has a lot of seasons, it's going to take a lot to do that, so I'm going to do the popular seasons of Big Brother, which are like, I believe it's season 1, 2, 6, 7, and 10. I'm going to do that, and also Big Brother, August 2nd is coming out. I'm going to do a week-to-week episodes of the new season of Big Brother. I'm probably going to start with season 6 because I've heard that's the most popular season, or maybe season 7 All-Stars. But I will eventually, over the course of time, will go over all Big Brothers. But first, I'm going to start with the popular ones. I'm also going to start reviewing movies on here soon. I'm thinking about doing the Titanic movie, since that's been talked about a lot lately, and the Willy Wonka movies. If you guys have any ideas, let me know about TV shows and movies. Just let me know in the comment section. Stay tuned for the Big Brother stuff. I'm going to do America's Got Talent too. Stay tuned for all that. And thank you guys for watching this video. And thank you guys for watching all my other videos. And I really appreciate this. Really appreciate you guys So please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, share it, tell everyone about it. Alright, guys, thanks for watching the video. Have a nice night, guys. I'm out of here.